Yeah.
So even when the day is done, I'm like, okay, I need to wind down. I want to watch a movie and go to bed or whatever. But I'm constantly thinking like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like a superpower, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like it has its drawbacks.
Dan with Dan, Dan with Jen, Dan with Dan, Dan with Dan, Dan with Jen.
Josh, welcome to
Right.
10 with Jen, where I ask 10 out of 10s like yourself 10 questions in around 10 minutes to get to know you in a fun way.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay, Joshua, a smidge about you. Josh Reason is an accomplished entrepreneur, digital asset investor, and former collegiate tennis player who has since pivoted to professional pickleball. With a bachelor's in marketing from Auburn University, he has facilitated millions in domain transactions and hosted the popular Digital Fortune podcast, now part of the Domain Sherpa network. Since selling DNWE.com, Josh continues to shape the domain industry's future as a founder of Get That Domain Name, or GTDN.com, which is currently building in public. Outside of the grind, he enjoys family life in Florida with his wife and 3 kiddos. How are you, Josh?
I'm doing great. Yeah, that's I mean, you summed it up better than I can. When someone asks what do you do, I don't know what to tell them, but you do a good job.
Josh, are you ready for your 10 with Jen?
Yeah, let's do it. Super ready.
The first one. This is a controversial one, Josh. So you got to get it right. The UK office or the US office?
Oh gosh. I mean, UK. You knew
Yes.
you knew that I was gonna say that as well. I have no choice. It's just heritage. I'm a big Ricky Gervais fan, so I think he's so funny, and I also think that he's extremely smart.
When it comes to domain investing, how do you decide when it's time to hold them or fold them?
Honestly, a lot of the time it just depends how much is in my bank account at any given in that exact moment. Honestly, that's like the biggest factor because whenever I've got money in there, I'm constantly trying to spend it
Yeah.
because, the more domains I have, or the more, not just the more, but if I'm able to allocate those funds to good domain names, I feel like I'm able to kind of compound how much I'm able to make on an annual basis. So the the if I'm a little low on funds, I'm more likely to let a domain go for a lower price, unless it's just like a great domain. Like there are some domains that are irreplaceable, right? Like
Mhm.
names that you just like maybe have an opportunity to buy once every 2 or 3 years. That's a different topic. But for 99% of domains, it just depends on my situation.
What is the most terrifying animal?
Snakes. I don't like snakes.
Yeah.
I know you Aussies love them, but I hate them. I can't. I cannot stand snakes, and there's just like there's something evil about them. I'm sorry, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I'm pretty scared of them as well. Yeah.
My favorite industry interview was with you back in 2021. If you could interview one more guest, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Honestly, I think I would like to interview Roger Federer, tennis guy. Um, I didn't used to be a huge fan of him when I was playing tennis. I just thought he was like, I don't know, he was too good. Sometimes when like, someone's too good, you kind of root against them. But now, I've kind of that era is kind of gone, and I appreciate just how like insanely good he was, how talented he was, and obviously as a tennis player growing up, he was the guy that everyone wanted to be. And he seems like a smart, well put together guy as well. So I'll probably go with him.
In your words, a healthy me is a happy me. What is a tool or practice you've adopted to optimize your physical and or mental health over the past few years?
Staying active is by far the most important thing for me. Just this past weekend, it was raining, and my wife was off on a bachelorette weekend. So I was with all three children, and because it was raining, as well. Like, we're just like stuck in the house, and I didn't do anything, didn't really get a chance to work out. And I just like felt like shit, honestly. Just felt terrible. And today was kind of like the first day, kind of like back to usual. I went and played pickleball. I went to the gym in the morning, did a sauna, and initially I was so groggy when I woke up, and now I feel so much better now that I've done it, and I like feel like I can wake up again tomorrow and do the same thing. So for me, like, if I'm not active and if I don't have that routine every day, everything goes to shit, mentally, physically. So, even if it's just go for like a long walk, which is not the most enjoyable thing for me. I prefer to do something a little bit more rigorous. I have to do it. Just like have to do it.
Many believe time is the greatest currency. How would you spend your perfect day?
Oh, that's a good question. Perfect day for me right now would be competing in a pickleball tournament, specifically a PPA pro event, and winning lots of matches, and having a deep run and beating people that are the top of the game, and then having dinner with my friends that I play pickleball with, and yeah, that would be a perfect day for me right now. So
I have personally seen the Polar Express 783 times. As
Wow.
a dad of 3 adorable ankle biters, what's a kids movie that is on loop in your house right now? Because we all know there is always one.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's Lion King, because I love the Lion King. Yeah,
Yay!
yeah. I encourage my children to watch the Lion King whenever I'm like with them and we want to watch a movie. First thing I put on is the Lion King, not the like live action one either, like the old
No.
school 90s like
Yes.
animated one.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. I mean, when my kids get a little older, I would say like, I don't know, probably like 7, 8, 9, 10-ish.
Yeah.
We'll my wife and I will watch like all the Harry Potters with them as well. Like,
GIF or GIF? And what's your all-time favorite?
oh, GIF or GIF. I probably use both. But I think
no!
yeah,
That's the
I
wrong
know.
answer, Joshua. That's
I know. I think I naturally align more with, I think GIF is correct, but I think I'm more likely to say GIF. So,
Yes.
uh, so yeah, I know that's not the answer you're looking for. You're looking for something more definitive, but
No.
I don't have it.
That was the answer I was looking for. And what's your all-time favorite one that you can think of off the top of your head that is your kind of go-to?
Yeah. It's like the young baby that's like dancing and doing like the stanky leg where she does it. Like, do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite one.
You're stranded on an island with the Sherpas. Who do you eat first?
Yeah, probably JT, I would say. Yeah. Do we need to know why, or?
I would love to know the strategy behind this.
No, I just think that he's the biggest. I know that, I've been to dinner with him plenty of times, so that I know he eats well. So, lots of good protein.
Yep.
So I think that he would provide the most nutritious meals. And would probably have to go with JT.
Okay, alrighty. Sorry, JT. We'll just
JT.
we got to eat someone, and if he knows that he's doing it for us, he's a good person. I think he'll be okay with it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, Drew's just like a little bit like too bony, I think. Too
Yeah.
not enough meat on the bone. Shane, the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, so Braden's too small. Um,
What's the best piece of advice that you have ignored?
ooh. So I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, whether this is it or not, but the first thing that comes to mind is when I was younger. I would say like 14 to 17 age, was when I was away, living in Spain by myself. I used to get advice from my coaches all the time that, that I should do X more seriously, or I should spend more time in the gym, or I should not go out on the weekends, and that you only have one opportunity to, fulfill your dreams in life and that kind of thing. And like every young kid, I didn't take it seriously. And that is probably the number one thing that I think about in terms of ignoring advice. If I had taken in all of that advice and taken it as seriously as I would today, I think that my path may have been different. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know, because I'm pretty happy with the way that things turned out in the end. But when I was a teenager, my dream was to be a tennis player, and I may have had a better chance at doing that if I took it a little bit more seriously when I had the opportunity.
Such a great answer, Josh.
Try.
Josh, thank you for your time today. You've now been tend with Jen.
I loved it. I enjoyed coming on, Jen, and I hope that you do lots more of these interviews because they're cool. While being interviewed by you, I just feel like it would be a little bit weird for you to for you to say, "What Sherpa would you eat?" and me just turn around and be like, "I would eat you, Jen."